Also, when we was trying to fix the pipes, we found another issue and some more going on. What?
One of the biggest names in the music industry, Megan Thee Stallion, has gone nuclear.
Shut it down! Do you want to talk to the mother of Tortuguita? Are you going to offer your condolences? Are you going to condemn the cover-up of a murder of a person on property?
Would you speak to the woman who...
Is that what you're going to do?
On Atlanta Mayor Andre Dickens. Though quite honestly, his downfall has been in motion. So why is Meg ticked?
Now to an infrastructure crisis that's unfolding in Atlanta this morning. Water service has now returned after 3 major water main lines burst on Friday morning.
It turned into a 2-day water outage, putting residents under a boil water notice. Atlanta is just the latest city facing the consequences of crumbling infrastructure costing millions of dollars.
Mayor Dickens would declare a state of emergency for the city of Atlanta. Meanwhile,
They're playing with me.
Meg would go on to say the venue needs water and it needs air. She would call out Dickens as well.
Recognize that this water main break has been in this state of repair for over 24 hours now and impacted a lot of activities and a lot of businesses and residents. I cannot give you a definitive time when full water service will become available. We'll be candid that overnight we did not do the best job of communicating. We could have done a better job over the past day, and for that, I apologize in how we have not been able to give you as much up-to-date information as possible.
Let's just call a spade a spade. It is a great thing for Megan Thee Stallion, whose platform is as big as any, to call out Dickens for this issue. Her Friday and Saturday shows would be rescheduled for Sunday and Monday. And these are serious issues to concert goers. Okay, don't get us wrong, but what it shows is the intersectionality of music and politics, but also.
We go to Atlanta, Georgia, where a police SWAT team, guns drawn, raided the Atlanta Solidarity Fund on Wednesday and arrested 3 people who'd been raising money to bail out protesters opposed to the construction of a massive police training facility known as Cop City. Marlon Kautz, Adele McClain, and Savannah Patterson were charged with 1 count each of money laundering and charity fraud. Warrants allege the 3 were, quote, misleading contributors to fund the actions in part of Defend the Atlanta Forest, a group classified by the United States Department of Homeland Security as domestic violent extremists. As proof of money laundering, the warrants cite reimbursements from April 2021 to March of this year that total less than $7,000 and were for forest cleanup, totes, COVID rapid tests, media, and yard signs.
Occupying this forest is how activists are resisting the construction of a $90 million state-of-the-art police training center protesters call Cop City. The facility will be developed on one of the largest green spaces in Southeast Atlanta, which has a history of oppression. The fate of the forest is up in the air as the police and forest defenders both refuse to back down. Major corporations are pouring millions into this project, financially pressuring politicians to build Cop City. Surrounding neighborhoods that are more than 75% Black say their concerns have been silenced.
We also know that you cannot train the violence out of policing. Policing at its core is a violent institution. We know that because since the 1100s, police have served to protect wealthy elite interests, ruling classes, capital, and property. The face of that has changed, but the function has not. There's no amount of training that you can develop that's going to change the function of policing.
The key figure is, of course, that $90 million was taken from the taxpayers and given to the police to just have their own training facility, because that's what's really needed in society. And who rejoiced about all of this? That would be Mayor Dickens. And the reason is rather simple. Dickens, a Democrat, saw the 11-4 City Council vote in favor of the funding for the construction. He has made this a large part of his first term.
So when we talk about a mayor and we talk about what he's doing, Mayor Dickens is not the first one to ignore East Atlanta. So the one time that the city of Atlanta decides to tap into that little pocket of Southeast Atlanta that is also unincorporated DeKalb County, that's right, which has been the excuse for ignoring it all this time. Yep. The one time you want to come over here and you want to do something where I grew up, where my granny still has her house that they will never take. Come on. The one time you decide to come, you want to cut down 380 out of 381 acres of trees to build what you call an 85-acre public training facility, but that's 85 acres spread out. That's not 85 acres grouped together. That's going to be more than 85 acres of trees that are being destroyed in the midst of a global climate crisis.
Shout out to Reverend Kiana Jones and Status Coup News for their coverage here. And he pushed for it, even after this happened.
Mayor Andre Dickens announced Tuesday the highly contested $90 million police training facility known as Cop City is moving forward despite growing opposition and the police killing of a forest defender. Just weeks ago, law enforcement officers, including a SWAT team, were violently evicting protesters who'd occupied a wooded area outside the center when they shot and killed longtime activist Manuel Terán, who went by the name Tortuguita. Police claim officers were fired on, though activists there dispute the account. The activists have been camping out in Weelaunee Forest for months to prevent its destruction. This is Atlanta Mayor Andre Dickens speaking Tuesday.
Today, I am pleased to report that we have reached an agreement with DeKalb County to issue the construction permits and begin to move the project forward. My administration is aggressively committed to environmental protection. We have been uniquely focused on expanding our protected green spaces in the city.
The words he spews are cheap in comparison to the reality the residents of Atlanta are living in.
Meanwhile, outside City Hall, protesters chanted Cop City will never be built. This is community organizer Micah Herskin.
How dare they stand in front of people and say, oh, this plan where we're tearing down trees is actually good for people and it's good for the economy and it's, you know, it's actually going to protect people. It's obviously false, and I hope that it's reported as such because it's such classic blatant spin that, you know, they're taking us for fools if they think anyone would believe that tearing down trees and putting cement over it is protecting the environment. That's outrageous.
It is outrageous. And you know what? Let me make this very clear. If there is potentially a better candidate to be put forth, and this is hand in hand going with the downfall of Mayor Andre Dickens, who has now seen water shortages while he wasn't even in the city. He was in Memphis, Tennessee, and also Cop City being built on his watch because he wanted it to be built. I'm fine with it. I'm A-okay with it. The last thing that each and every society needs is not only more cops, but also larger, expanded training facilities when that money can be used for so many better things. Roads, bridges, trains, upgrades to infrastructure, airport infrastructure, a better way for the city to be environmentally conscious, like teachers, education. There's so many better ways to do this. And yet we waste it on cops. If you can and are willing, please become a paid member here at TYT Sports. And or go to tyt.com/join. In addition, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate it. Have a great day.